Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Yours extra. A, B, C. Dash! A puddle.
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop.
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click.
Interesting. Curious that you'd have such a complex system written out on your register that some random schmo could just piece together, but not have a proper secure method of locking the till.
The door is locked.
Yeah? Do I have an inventory? I do. Well. My immediate thoughts are, I like the wallpaper. Slippers. That's very cute. Blood.
Blood.
Did you have a nosebleed?
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Right?
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
I'm glad you can read German. What have we here? Thinking. Oh, goodness. All right. Oh, all right.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
Indeed, I see what's going on here. Oh, all right. That was easy. Oh, it's not as easy as I thought. Not as easy as I thought. I gotta get that lined up. I had it. I totally had it. What was I thinking? I just let it slip away. This is me having you.
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
Man, I want to live in a world where we lock stuff with complex puzzles. It's awesome. I never really bothered to look at this.
It is blocked.
Yeah, man. Whee! Huh? Okay. Oh. Am I doing it?
It is blocked.
Yeah. What does it mean, though? I'm hearing the clicks and the slides. Click. I assume that's a good sound. Okay, let's roll with that. That's the sound we're looking for. Oh. That should be all of them at this side. Okay. I see some of them up here. Oh.
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move.
I mean, should they?
These drawings appear...
Yeah. Interesting. Alright, let's try to match the direction. I did it! Oh. Alright. What do we have here?
Medicine.
Yeah. What kind?
Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Laudanum. Daniel was here. Will be here? Shit, Daniel will be here. Wherever there's laudanum, there's Daniel.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Oh, very sad. So that was a really elaborate safe. Alright.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
Oh my goodness, we live in the world where things are solved with puzzles. And this must be the origin of Umbrella Ink. Spencer's mansion began here. Okay.
It is blocked.
Because it itself is a block. Man, Jill Valentine would just be like, twirl, 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 got it. She's a member of STARS, you see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
Yeah. Was that it?
It is blocked.
No. It'd be too easy.
That should do it.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's feminine hygiene products. Wait, no, earrings. Better. Much better.
Who is this young woman?
I'd say even in the art style of this game, it's probably an illustration of someone. Or maybe, no, I take it back. Probably with that faded glow. Probably a photo. I just look at that hat and I'm like, illustration. Okay, but look at the other thing.
Who is this?
I guess that's it. We only get to see that and not her gorgeous earrings. Oh well. Ooh, tea.
This interior is very simple.
An old stove. Modest crockery. Alright.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
I'll say. That's quite a mirror. Now I see why they call it ego points. Stop it, man. Oh, we never did answer this question. Till's untouched, and no objects of value. Theft is not the motive.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied.
Great. It only took us forever to get there, but we got there.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply. Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Yeah, I kind of wish you wouldn't say that every time I look at a thing. Like, I heard you the first time.
Blood.
swear to God, man. I swear to God. Find a fucking clue. If it's not important, stop highlighting it. You know what? You know what? I've made a decision. I'm going to use the internet. I'm going to use the internet. Look at this. Look at this painting photo. I don't know in the this game world. It's all askew. It's tilted. It's off center. Is that not worth noting? Cabinet?
Mrs. Asher lived
God
very
damn
simply.
it! Poirot, I swear to God, I will gouge your eyes out. No more observations from you. Let's leave. Let's just leave. Let's just leave. I haven't used the internet yet, but I should. But I should. You put your hat back on. Where was your hat? Where are the officers? With Mr. Standing there guy.
Who is this young woman?
I am kind of an idiot.
To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her. I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Not even a thank you for opening up this part of the crime scene. Yeah, it was secure and locked before, but it yielded a lot of information. Hi. Suspect, Mary Drower. She is Alice Asher's niece. I see. Victim, suspect. Ah. I didn't realize a photo made her a suspect. Okay.
4 pence a letters, a lovely large letters, 4 pence only.
You looking at your phone? I know. She's not. They don't exist.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
A fine observation on account of she is smoking. And she's reading notes. Yeah, she's a smoker.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
A big smoker? I mean, she's got a pack of cigarettes, probably. And matches. What's your beef? Big Tobacco hasn't taken over yet. Probably legit. Ask the price of lettuces.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That would be 5 pence, kind sir.
You said 4, though.
5 pence?
That's right. Maybe so slightly hard of hearing.
I heard you shouting a lovely large lettuce 4 pence only earlier.
Did I? Well, I must have been mistaken. Begging your pardon. But if I said 4, it's 4. Why not take 2 for 8?
No, thank you. I was only asking. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
I mean, I don't really care that she's making fun of me. It's not. We're on the job and we're professionals. Not. We're professionals.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
I mean, what? She's contemptuous. Was that supposed to mean something? Say the victim came to see her? Went to the tobacco shop? Sure.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
Mine of her duty to tell the truth. Does she have a duty? I am...
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Okay. I guess that works. Yeah. She runs a fruit and vegetable shop. She smokes. She must have been a customer in the tobacco shop. Yeah, I mean, she hasn't really given us very much to work with.
You again? I've nothing to say.
She is pretty hostile for...
Hey,
Very-
Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
You led her through a crime scene where her relative was lying dead? Monster. Okay. I mean, even the blood's gone.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
It's very impressive. I didn't even see the stretcher. Or the bleach. Hi.
Is her grief sincere?
I guess we're looking at her chest.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Oh, why? Ask about the relationship with the aunt. Not that. That sounds awful. If she's innocent, she's in legit grieving.
You are very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Oh.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was Alice afraid of her husband?
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Okay. Was Alice all right?
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
I'm curious about the reasons for that.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
Indeed.
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jap says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
So it's likely he is not the perpetrator. Can we establish the time range during which Miss Asher was killed? 5 and 11 in the evening. I wonder what the hours of the shop are. Maybe there's a sign that says when they're expected to close, like close at 9 or something like that. Oh.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
Is the husband?
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that...
Oops. Okay.
Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
I see. I kind of wish that, I don't know, you did more investigative work before this guy stumbled into this. Like, if this didn't flop open, you just would have
A box of new stockings.
been without information. Way to sober up, Mr. Franz. Perhaps we just
He's
slap
not in
him
any
silly.
condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up. Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
I know, I just wanted some water. Well now, miss, let's...
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound.
Yeah, let's talk.
Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
You're lying.
Enough lies!
It's not lies. But you're not quite as clever as what you think.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Okay. What did you see in the tobacco shop?
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see
It's
Franz
racist.
Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Interesting. You changed her tune really quick. And I think we can narrow down the time frame in which she was killed. Okay. I mean, she probably couldn't see the body. Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty good range. Hour and a half. Let's see if we can't talk to Monsieur Drunk. Oh. Well, I'm glad you gentlemen are here.
The priority is to question Asher. The priority is to question Asher.
Why do I have the option to talk to them?
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
I mean, yeah. Oh my god, it's the last solution to any given area that gives me grief. Every time.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
I swear to God.
Strawberries! 6 pence a pound!
I'm just gonna walk into you for a little bit.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Oh. Vinegar, okay.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
no.
Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Oh, okay. I mean, he was standing right here when you said all that.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Yeah, looks like he's been in a fight. The lip, his blazer's torn. And he's rather contemptuous.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
I can offer a cigarette.
Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No thanks.
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she is dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
or she'll accuse you of ill-treating your wife.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Bullshit. Let's change things up a little bit. This is just being kind of cut and dry is kind of dull. Let's tease him a little. It's not a thing I would normally do, but I gotta enjoy things just a little bit more here.
The truth is that someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
I see. Quite the
Let us
alibi.
now try and get our brain cells to work.
What was Miss Asher doing when she was killed? She was taking a pack of cigarettes from the shelf when she was struck from
The
behind.
murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he's not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Reconstruct the crime course of events by selecting the actions that the killer may have executed. Oh, this could be interesting.
The killer enters the shop.
I was thinking it could have been a cane. Probably advanced.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
Yeah. She probably even heard him enter because there's a bell at the top of the door. Ask for...
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Yeah, put it.
He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
The
No,
ABC
no,
was not
no.
found like that. We are not far from the solution, Hastings. Would you mind if we thought about it a little more?
But I thought turn around meant the murderer turned around. No, god damn it.
The killer enters the shop.
Yeah. Advances.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
Yeah. Ask for cigarettes.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the
And
opportunity
whack.
to strike her.
Turn
He
around.
then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
All in a day's work, I suppose.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
What?
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I would go and see.
I'll be honest. I'm not really feeling this. It's a little dry. There's not a lot of personality here. You'll have to tell me if it's worth pursuing. Not because you enjoy it, but does it get more exciting? The posh attitude, the properness of it all. It lacks flavor. It's about as stale as these cookies, I imagine. You know, those cookies are probably very delicious. I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll have to tell me, you know, if there's more to this, if it's worth even pursuing. I know that the murder mystery genre was the thing I was interested in, but I just wanted a little bit more life in it. Not this mustache twirling man here. It looks very good. The concepts are all very solid. It's just quite dull. Ugh. And that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Talk to you next time.